Hey, can we talk about trust for a minute? This dog is a rescue from Texas, and we had her for about just over a year now. When we got her, she was a puppy, but she didn't trust us. She liked us. She thought we were nice. We gave her food, but she didn't trust us. So, a lot of correlations to what business people are doing today and how salespeople are operating in market and how marketers try to build brand. And a good chunk of that has to do with trust. And there's a lot of people in the space talking about the importance of trust. And to be quite honest, there's nothing more important in a lot of ways. If you are a business trying to separate hard-earned dollars from another company, business person, whatever, that has to happen with trust at its core. If I don't trust you, I'm not buying from you. I'm not buying from anybody. So, thinking about walking and talking today, right, Rubes? When we got Ruby, she wouldn't even walk with us. She didn't want to walk. She had heartworm, so she couldn't walk because she needed to be cage rested. But when we got past that, she was kind of hesitant. She didn't want to walk with me a lot, and fair enough. Can't say as I blame her, frankly. But we worked on it, and it took a long time. And now, I'm pretty sure she trusts me. You trust me, Rubes? I think you do. But the idea is, how do we take that into our business lives? And this conversation that, you can have all the data you want, you can have all the good conversations you want, but if your prospects and your customers don't trust you, tough spot. So, again, putting ourselves in the customer's chair, what helps to build trust? Well, in a lot of ways, it's just doing what we say we're going to do. That's helpful. Having a quality product or service, helpful. But ultimately, it's how do we make sure that the idea of us being, whatever terminology you want to use, ethical, trustworthy, whatever, is part of our core brand, our core values, and then the rest of it is really just making sure that we represent that at every level. Because in the competitive world, if I trust your customer or your competitor more than you, that's price notwithstanding, it's kind of an advantage on their part, right? And what did they do to get that trust? Sometimes it's just being really good at what they do. Sometimes it's talking about things on platforms or tools or whatever. Sometimes it's understanding me as the customer and my problems and my issues and not worrying about features and benefits so much. They matter, but not at the expense of me as the customer and what I need. And then how can we bend and flex with that as part of the purchase journey for a customer? It is not linear. It might take way longer than you'd like. But if you have the trust of the customer, sometimes that can shorten that sales cycle. So lots of investigations that we'd love to see businesses doing around how do we build trust with our customer. Some of it is just proving out how trustworthy we are. And that's, in how we operate, how we do things, how we respond to things, diligence, persistence, whatever we want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's trying to make sure that the customer understands that we're not just different, but we're better. And we're better because we're trustworthy and people can actually be helped by what we do and that we're here on their side of the table. So it came to me in a lot of the content I'm seeing online to talk a little bit about trust. And so here we are. So if you're in sales, if you're in marketing, put that at the top of your pile in terms of the things that you need to consider, in terms of what messaging, what things the customer needs to see from us that helps them determine that we're trustworthy and that we can be part of their ecosystem and that we're not a risk to them and that we're not untrustworthy. We're not going to take money from them. We're not going to give them a shoddy product. We're going to do things that are in their best interest. So the holidays are here. Ruby and I are going to keep walking, but I'm going to give her a break from all these videos. just wants to walk sometimes. I get it. Anyway, have a great holidays, everybody. Here's to an exciting and amazing 2023. Walking and Talking with Ruby.